What's good with it, y'all? Welcome back to A1 Hoop Zone. Y'all already know what to do, man. But before we even get into anything, topic of discussion today, Team USA versus South Sudan reaction video, man. Y'all got pardon me. Just finished running 4 miles. It's 110-degree weather in Cali. So a cool down walk right now, but we're gonna get to it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, man. So the game went pretty much how I put in my prediction for it, man. I said that Team USA was gonna jump out on them, get a lead. It was gonna be a little tight in the second half, but ultimately, I had it at minus 15 for Team U. I think it's at minus 15 or minus 20 for Team USA. They won by 17, so I was damn near right on the marker for it. Obviously, they took this team much more seriously. Again, like I stated in my prediction video, go check that out if you haven't. I said it on there, man. I said this is a actual game for them. This game means something. You know what I mean? It's not one of those exhibition games that's pretty much warm up games or throwaway games, however you want to put it. But it showed that again, Team USA took them extremely serious. You had Jason Tatum and AD being moved into the starting lineup, so that was a differential. And B didn't play a minute. I think that was a good coach's decision to allow him to get some much needed rest, along with some practice and things of that nature, get the treatment he needs and things like that. Man, we see and B been out there looking like a shell of himself, but at the same time, man, he got work his way back into it like the dominant big that he is. And speaking of Embiid, I'm gonna touch on this point real quick. Y'all can see on the bench how engaged and how active he was with cheering on his teammates, being a true professional, and understanding the moment that obviously he had a conversation with Steve Kerr and the coaching staff that he wasn't going to be playing. So obviously he didn't look bothered whatsoever. He was a joyous. He was pretty much being extremely joyful on the bench. How is that in comparison to Tatum? Obviously, again, I made a comment about the whole Tatum situation in my previous video, and I said it on there, man. As far as like Tatum, the situation being blown out of proportion and things like that, but it's definitely obvious the difference between the two. Who's comfortable with that situation, who isn't. But what I will say is, even in this game, towards the end of the game, him coming in when like the last like 2 or 3 minutes left in the game, him and Anthony Edwards coming in. If you look at it prior, because they kept, and I think this is messed up, man. They keep putting emphasis on it because they keep putting the camera on Tatum, throughout the game, and you can see like he wasn't the same as energetic or enthusiastic as Joel Embiid. And maybe that's just personality wise and things like that. Embiid is just one of those people that got a certain joy about him. But when you look at it, you know what I mean, you can see the difference. But as far as like how they felt about it and how they reacted towards it, it was one of them things, man, where they gonna make it a bigger situation than it is. It's something that it don't need to be and things like that. Where what I mean, like I said, they're completely two different people. But again, Tatum is still kind of looking a little bit uncomfortable. I hate to admit it, or even put extra salt on it, whatever you want to call it. But he looked a little uncomfortable. But nonetheless, for the reaction to the game, Bam Adebayo led the way in scoring, and then you had who else did you have? You had KD chip in, LeBron chip in, Derek White, and Devin Booker chip in. Again, Tyrese Halliburton is still sitting over there, extremely joyful, soaking in and taking in the moment of obviously first off making the Olympic team, and secondly going to Paris to be an active participant on the roster. So he's just soaking it all in, man. He don't care. You know what I mean? He there cheering his teammates on. You can tell a sense of togetherness and difference between teams as far as players that are the number one player, but also at the same time they kind of believe everything should go through them. So you can see the difference in that. Um, but as far as South Sudan, shout out to them, man. Shout out to South Sudan. They came out, they played hard. They just got hit with they got hit with a storm that they could never weather and get through it. They kept I would say close. 12, 13 was the closest they got in the second half. Outside of that, man, like I said, when Team USA decided to ramp things up, get a little bit more serious and buckle down to it, you can see the difference, man. And they absolutely got after it. AD with blocks, Anthony Edwards with the energy and things, he knocked down some crucial shots. Kevin Durant do what Kevin Durant does, man. We all know he'll walk and bucket at any point in time. LeBron being the savvy vet and leader of this team. Devin Booker showing up a little bit. Curry was getting cooked a little bit, by the guard, so they put Book on him just to give him a different, length and size and things of that nature, man. And you see how that played out as well. So again, Team USA, the depth, the balance, the ability to score, the ability to lock in on the defensive end, it's gonna be tough for any team to beat them, man. But this rematch, as far as South Sudan coming within 1 point of beating them in the exhibition, I said it before and I'll say it again. Team USA fell asleep at the wheel. They was not gonna allow that to be the case again. for this rematch, man. 'Cause again, like I said, I won't say all the marbles on the line, but these games matter and these games count. Team USA is not gonna go out there and take them lightly, and nor is that coaching staff and LeBron and them gonna allow that to be the case either. And you can see it just with the play. But yeah, man, I would say the reaction to it was a hell of a game, and they went damn near to the T of how I predicted it. If y'all didn't, again, if y'all haven't checked out that prediction video, go check that out. I damn near hit it right on the head as far as the points and everything. But I knew Team USA was going to come out the way they did, and I knew they wasn't going to play around with this team, and I knew that they was going to look to make sure that they stay focused for the entire 40 minutes of the game. And that's what we got to see. My only thing is at times when they go through drought or they kind of get lackadaisical or get bored within the game, it's just a matter of staying focused and putting players out there that's going to want to look to put them away and not look to allow a team to get themselves back into the game. I can wholeheartedly say Anthony Edwards is one of them, KD is one of them, LeBron is one of them, AD is one of them, and then you can kind of pick from there as far as what other player you want to throw out there that's not going to be on the same train as allowing teams to stay close or allowing teams to get themselves back into the game. They're going to do what needs to be done, whether that be, again, lock down on the defensive end or get to the rim or get to the free throw line and stop the bleeding if a team is going on a run. So it's a lot, man. But reaction, again, it pretty much damn near to a T of how I predicted it was going to go. A lot of people probably going to say, that's easy to pick and things like that. But at the same time, man, when you look at a team, again, that has some success, and it came down to them, their guard was doing a lot of scoring this game. He didn't have it. He didn't put up as much as he did last time. So that was the adjustment the Team USA made, along with making him, take some tough contested shots. So it's just one of the things, man. The next game, it's going to be the same. Every team is going to be giving Team USA their absolute all. Why? Because we know Team USA is favored to win it. But just by the crowd's reaction, they absolutely seem like the favorite over there in Paris as well. And Paris is loving them. But at the same time, every team's going to look to knock them off. Be the team that says, I knocked out Team USA. You know what I mean? We beat them or this, that, and the third. Every team is going to be giving them that all. So we're going to have to wait and see how it plays out, man. But that's my reaction to this. Again, go check out that prediction video if you haven't seen it already, just so you can hear and get some information on that, see my breakdown, see how I gave it up. And again, shout out to South Sudan showing up after knocking off, I believe it was Puerto Rico. And speaking of Puerto Rico, man, they got the doors blowed off them by Serbia. So, yeah, they just out here taking hot L's. But anyway, man, y'all make sure y'all check that video out. Again, hit the like button or dislike if you don't like it. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of y'all. If you want to support the channel, you see that information right there. It's in the description as well. If you want to leave a super thanks, feel free to do that. If you don't know what that is, bag out, hit the like button. Look 4 icons over to the right. You'll see where it says thanks. Click that, follow the instructions, and you can support the channel that way, man. But again, I appreciate y'all coming through. I'll be back with y'all with another one. Y'all know what it is, man. We out of here. Stay healthy, y'all.